Welcome back. This isn't about luck or fairness. It's about power, the quiet kind that bends the world toward those who understand it. Most people believe effort guarantees reward. They're wrong. The world doesn't pay for sweat. It pays for strategy. Those who learn to see through the noise stop chasing validation and start shaping outcomes. This is your invitation to think like a ruler in a room full of servants. Today, we uncover the principles that separate the ones who survive from the ones who dominate. Listen carefully. Take notes, because once you see how power truly moves, you'll never see people the same way again. Everything runs on motive. Money, recognition, fear, safety. Every human action hides one of these engines beneath it. If you can name what someone truly wants, you can predict what they'll do before they do it. That's the first step toward control. Effort alone won't make you visible. Results go to those who understand incentives and position themselves as the obvious answer. Before you ask for anything, ask yourself what's in it for them. If you can't write that answer in one clean line, you're not ready to ask. Reframe your requests around the other person's game. Make their upside impossible to ignore. Cut their risk until saying yes feels safer than saying no. People move when the reward feeds their ego and the danger feels small. That's how you stop expecting fairness and start playing to the real scorecard. The one written in motives, not morals. Map the incentives, and you map the future. Make your wins visible. Being good isn't enough. If no one important sees what you've done, it's as if you never did it. The world doesn't crown the hardest worker. It rewards the one who makes success easy to notice. Visibility is leverage, but must be precise. Brag too loud, and you look desperate. Stay invisible, and you'll be forgotten. The trick is to highlight outcomes, not effort, and to make the right people look smart for backing you. Here's the truth. Merit isn't self-evident. Talent hides, and the powerful only see what's packaged for their attention. That's why the winners learn to frame their results as assets to the people above them. Think of the developer who fixed a hidden performance issue. No one noticed, so no promotion came. Later, he saw the customer problem, wrote a humble note. Fixed X, users can now do Y. The note landed on his manager's desk, who passed it up the chain. Suddenly, he wasn't invisible. That's how visibility compounds: quiet, strategic, accurate. Show results in numbers, not hours. Share concise wins that others can forward easily. Attach your name to outcomes that make your leaders look good. Do it consistently, and soon you won't need to fight for recognition. People will fight to claim proximity to your work. Master patience. Power rarely comes to the one who shouts first. It comes to the one who waits while everyone else panics. Timing always beats effort. Impatience burns energy chasing scraps. Patience collects the feast. Those who rise too fast usually collapse because their ego can't survive stillness. To master patience, detach from the clock. Think in quarters, not days. Observe before acting. Every system reveals its weak points if you let it breathe. The first person to move sees the smallest picture. The one who waits sees the whole board. Here's a story. A startup pitched investors and got rejected 3 times. Instead of begging, the founder waited. He studied the market, watched competitors fail. Months later, when rivals folded, he came back. Same pitch, but now as the only survivor. The investors called him. Same idea, different timing. Stillness is not weakness, it's camouflage. While others act out of fear, you gather data. Say less intense moments. Let silence expose everyone else. When you finally strike, it will look effortless because it's perfectly timed. Use leverage. Leverage is force multiplied. It's how some people move mountains while others can't budge a stone. It's the quiet secret behind freedom. You can work yourself to exhaustion, where you can find the lever that makes effort echo louder than its volume. Leverage can come from money, people, systems, or knowledge. It's not about doing more. It's about making each move heavier than it looks. A trader spends months studying one pattern, then automates it. While others grind daily, he scales his decision across accounts, even while sleeping. Same market, different leverage. Financial leverage uses other people's money. Social leverage uses relationships that open doors. Knowledge leverage uses insight, knowing one small rule that changes a massive outcome. Anything you do twice, automate. Anything that drains your time without scaling, delegate, or delete. Trade value, not hours. Stack skills, so one move influences multiple fields. Writing plus psychology becomes persuasion. Design plus marketing becomes dominance. The ruthless understand this truth. Leverage builds freedom, and freedom is the real currency of power. Substitute strength with strategy. When you can't win head-on, change the game. This is the art of substitution, using cunning where others rely on force. Machiavelli said a ruler must be both lion and fox. When muscle fails, intellect wins. If you can't outspend, outthink. If you can't shout louder, whisper to the right ear. A small startup can't match a giant's budget. So instead of fighting on ad spend, they spark a viral trend that makes the giant look old. Customers shift, not because the product changed, but because perception did. That's substitution, replacing money with creativity. Or picture a job seeker ignored by recruiters. He studies the CEO's interviews, posts a bold idea publicly that fixes a company problem. The post explodes. The CEO calls him. That's visibility through substitution. Whenever you're blocked, ask, what's another path to the same result? Systems always have cracks. Bureaucracy kills the front door, but side doors stay open. Use underestimation as armor. While they dismiss you, build quietly. By the time they notice, you've already taken the ground. Patience gives you control. Leverage multiplies your reach. Substitution ensures you never run out of ways to win. Together, they transform pressure into precision. Control emotion, control power. Most people think logic rules the world. It doesn't. Emotion does. The one who controls their own feelings and manipulates how others feel controls everything. Anger, pride, fear. They make you predictable. Predictable people are easy to manipulate. A Machiavellian waits, observes, strikes only when others are blinded by their own reactions. Picture a negotiation. Two sides haggle over price. One gets loud and offended. The other stays silent, nods, listens. Within minutes, the loud side starts conceding to end discomfort. The calm one walks away with advantage. Practice daily. Pause before speaking. Let the first second of silence do the work. Detach from praise and criticism. Both are tools to steer your behavior. Control your reactions and you control the board. A young manager was ignored in meetings. He stopped forcing his voice, started summarizing quietly, adding sharp insights no one else noticed. Within weeks, his colleagues deferred to him naturally. Control emotion, and you command without trying. Appear soft, strike hard. Never reveal your full strength too early. The most dangerous player looks harmless until the precise moment to strike. Machiavelli wrote, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Act polite. Act neutral. Gather information. Wait. When the opportunity comes, act so fast and precise no one saw it coming." A quiet coworker, always overlooked, suddenly rises to manager because they seized an ignored opportunity. A small company flattered a giant competitor, secretly built partnerships, then launched a product that dominated the market overnight. Appear soft, strike hard. Underestimate you once, pay for it twice. Hide your ambition. Move faster than you seem. Surprise is leverage, and the underestimated always strike the hardest. Silence is power. Words are currency. Spend too many, and each loses value. Silence creates tension. Tension magnifies influence. Observe how powerful people use it. They rarely fill the room with chatter. Others stumble, expose fears, motives, and secrets. The quieter you are, the more control you gain. In a client meeting, a consultant asked short, precise questions and stayed silent. The domineering client talked themselves into agreement. Silence flips the battlefield. Pause deliberately. Let others fill the gaps. Let them reveal what you cannot see. Every unspoken word builds your gravity. Turn pain into strategy. The world breaks everyone. The ruthless use the pieces as tools. Every rejection, betrayal, and loss contains data about people, power, and opportunity. Ask not why me. Ask, what does this teach me about others? A man loses his job unfairly. Instead of despairing, he watches his former boss manipulate to protect themselves. A year later, he starts a company using the same strategies ethically, effectively, and profitably. Pain is armor. Every scar is intelligence. Avoiding it keeps you fragile. Studying it makes you unbreakable. The ruthless learn faster because suffering becomes an advantage. Make others move first. Reveal nothing. Wait. The quiet observer who provokes others to act first always holds the upper hand. A skilled negotiator never gives the first number. The first number sets the frame. If the other side speaks first, they define the battlefield. If you speak first, you trap yourself. Wait. Observe. Let them commit emotionally. Then respond. Each reaction now works for you, whether in business, relationships, or social dynamics. The first move often costs power. Let others expose their cards. Then, strike strategically. The fewer moves you make, the heavier each one lands. Imagine applying these principles and your life changes. Patience gives time. Leverage multiplies effort. Substitution creates options. Emotional control keeps you unpredictable. Softness hides strength. Silence amplifies influence. Pain builds resilience. You stop reacting to the world, you start shaping it. Chaos becomes opportunity. Every argument, crisis, or moment of uncertainty becomes a map of human behavior. People notice. They can't read you anymore. They sense quiet power. Respect follows naturally. You no longer chase outcomes. You design them. You no longer fight emotion. You use it. You no longer need validation. You control influence. The ruthless aren't born cold. They're made under pressure. The world tests you. Every challenge becomes a lesson. Every betrayal becomes a blueprint. Every loss becomes leverage. Imagine 1 year from now. You don't react. You observe. You don't chase attention. You command presence. You don't beg. You build. You bend the world to your strategy. The ultimate freedom is living deliberately, not emotionally. The world tests everyone. Those who learn to respond with calculation, patience, and ruthlessness become unstoppable. If you want to go deeper, subscribe. We reveal the hidden mechanics of power, persuasion, and influence that the world doesn't teach. Stay sharp, stay calm, stay calculating, and one day, you won't just survive, you'll dominate.